can hear the sound, I can hear the beat. I can feel the bass, I can feel the heat. I can sing along, I can shout and scream. I can feel it taking over me. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Hey, hey, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Hey, hey, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Hey, 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 hey. I hear it calling for me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're new here because I'm new here, and I really appreciate you clicking on my channel and hanging out with me for a while. I'm still getting the hang of this, and I know it probably is many parts cringeworthy to be looking at, but I'm navigating this. I'm trying to find my comfort zone, and we're just doing all the things over here. And today I am in my laundry room slash mud room. This room is probably second to my kitchen, busiest area in the house. It's not only our laundry room, but it's our entrance into our house. We park in we use the garage to enter through our home. So this is how the kids get outside in the backyard to play, outside in the front yard to play. So this is where all the school bags come, all the coats, all the shoes. And then when you pile all the laundry on top of it, this room gets a lot of use. I needed more function over, style. I like to try to mix the two when I can. But this room's gotten pretty bad. And plus I wanted to get all the winter stuff out, and I wanted to kind of swap over some summertime, springtime staples that I like to keep in this room. But I'm starting out with dusting, getting everything off these counters. There was pretty thick layers of dust going on, so we're just doing kind of some surface cleaning right now. I have baseball pants. This is also a soaking room for baseball pants. So this is our sink that the dirty, grungy baseball pants go into. Sometimes, we'll stay overnight to soak, and those will be going into the wash. Because, of course, how could you do a laundry video without actual laundry? That would just be absurd. And we have no lack of that in this house. So we will also be doing some laundry together. When I tackle something that I know is going to take a while, I really try to do, those are the types of things I try to do during the day when the kids are at school. I have 4 kids. I'm a mom of 4, stay-at-home mom of 4. I have a 13-year-old boy, this is always tricky. It's like when the doctor asks you when their birthdays are. Okay, a 13-year-old boy, an 11-year-old girl, a 9-year-old boy, and a 5-year-old little guy, another boy. So I have 3 boys and a girl, and my little guy started the year half-day kindergarten, but he's currently transitioned into full-day kindergarten. So I try to tackle big projects like this during the day the days that we don't have half days, or the days that I don't have appointments, or the days that I don't have to be, in the school for something, helping out. It's just, I try, if I know I want to get something done, like start to finish, which mind you, usually is very rare. I like to try to do that on days when I know I'm going to be home for at least a decent amount of time. Otherwise, it's fine. Things just get broken up into days. But I really wanted to try to tackle this all in today. And this is the part I was looking forward to the most. And of course, I jinxed myself because I think this day, when I was actually putting these coats away, I want to say it was definitely in the 80s. And today, while I'm doing this voiceover, it's like in the high 50s, cloudy, and we all have sweatshirts on. And I knew I was going to jinx myself by putting these coats away. And I'm sure I'm going to have to go downstairs and get the bin out with the coats for baseball tonight. So, but you know what? It's okay. It was worth it. I know spring is here and summer is coming. So I wanted to get the coats just out of my line of sight. I didn't want to bother with them anymore. So we're going to store those away. I like to keep out some of the lighter coats that I know they might occasionally use. But for the most part, I really do try to get everything just put away. And then I drive myself crazy going up and down the stairs to grab coats, like on a night temperature wise, like tonight, where it's going to be cold and chilly outside. But that's okay. Oh, just the look of clean, the look of like not having the clutter of the coats is just, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So speaking of baseball, this is my baseball bag. So I actually bought some new stuff for it. So I'm just doing a little clean out of water bottles, just gonna push that to the side. And I'm going to be doing a little clean out, and I bought some new accessories for this bag. I love this bag. Of course, this is okay, so the baseball bag is an actual bog bag, and then the bag to the left, I recently just got from BJ's, which is like a Costco or a Sam's, for probably a quarter of the price of the bog bag, and I'm going to use that as a beach bag, and I equally love it, and I'm going to be dressing that one up too. So fun. Let me know if you jumped on the bog bag train or the bog bag dupe train. In the comments. I'd love to hear if you're a trend jumper or if you wait like me, because I'll tell you what, I wait. I'm not a trend person. I tend to jump on the trend train when the train is derailing. I normally, that's when I get super into it. When everybody else isn't, I'm like, but wait a minute, wasn't this like totally popular? And they're like, yeah, like 5 years ago. I did that with capris. I remember like it was yesterday in middle school. Like I could not jump on that train. I was like, what the heck? Like you either wear your pants long or short. And then I jumped on that late, and here we are. So anyway, I digress. Now I am dusting my shelves that are super high up and hardly ever get dusted. And it's they were pretty grimy. And these are my baskets that I keep at the highest point, the things I need to reach for the least. And I'm taking all the kids' hats and gloves and scarves and all that kind of stuff, and I'm putting it into these baskets, which I would love to try to find one more of these. These I had gotten from Target when we redid the laundry room a couple of years back, and I looked online and I can't seem to find, I think it was the Threshold brand. I can't seem to find the same one. So I would like to have one more, because I have space for one more up there, and we have quite an overflow of hats and gloves and scarves. And I could keep these in the basement too, but I don't mind keeping them up high. They're not in the way, and it's not like I need other things stored up there during the spring and summer. So I'm going to see if I can get my hands on another one of those baskets, or at least something that looks similar enough that I could stick up there with them. And this thing on the back of the door has really worked out well for the kids to sort their stuff, because each kid kind of has their own little shelf in there. And I used to have everything in one big basket sitting on the bench, and then when the kids would, right now I'm getting rained on. I'm getting rained on by hats and gloves and scarves. But that thing has worked out really good, because that way they have their own, they don't have to sift through everybody else's stuff to get to their own gloves and hats. And the thing on the back of the door has worked out well. And you'll see later in the video, I'm going to use that now for sunblock and bug spray. And I might even stick a few of my youngest boys like bathing suits in there for when they come in and out, eat literally. Listen, I exaggerate a little bit, but literally 8,000 times a day to change their bathing suits because mommy, I'm wet, I'm cold. They want to put clothes on, and then 5 seconds later they want to go back in the pool or they want to go back in the sprinkler, and then so that's that's just all summer is just more laundry. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with the back of the thing I have hanging on the back of the doors. But yeah, you could kind of see it to the left there. These things I keep, these little basket hanger things I use for kind of excess mail that we know we need to go through. And it was definitely overflowing with stuff. So I'm just sorting through that. I keep extra keys on here. And they've worked out well. I'd like to try to find something to put underneath it. We have kind of a narrow space here, so I didn't want to clutter it up too much. But I'd like to find a little extra something to put there for some more like tchotchke random stuff that just comes in here and gets piled on the counter. So that's what drives me the most nuts, when the counter just gets overwhelmed with stuff. But I took those carpets out. I'm going to give them a good shake before I wash them. So right now I'm just vacuuming the floors, getting all the dirt up from under the shoe bins. It was pretty bad in here. I hadn't done this in quite a while. I tend to do that. Does anybody else do that? Like if you know you're going to wind up doing a big clean and you're like, yeah, I'm going to clean in here. So I'm not just going to go in there and vacuum randomly. Like I know it's coming, but then, life. So I let things pile up and pile up and pile up until I literally the room is either exploding or I'm exploding. So we're at the point of explosion. So I'm just vacuuming up all the dirt, getting all that off the floor right now, and then we're going to go ahead and mop. I'll tell you, I wish I would have, speaking of jumping on the train late, I really wish I would have, obviously I knew YouTube existed, but when my kids were really little, especially my oldest now, my 13-year-old and my 11-year-old, I don't know, maybe it wasn't as big back then, but even the past few years when, with each additional kid, I just love the motivation of YouTube. And I wish that back in the day when I was literally in my house all day long, and my husband worked long hours. It's just now that the motivation of other moms, and I love it. I love it. It's something I always said should be like, that should be reality TV. Like, I love Housewives. I love all the drama. I love to watch it. I don't like to be a part of it. But that's what I really like, I like about YouTube. Oh God, so to the right, don't even look. Just continue to look left, and I haven't cleaned the door yet. So that's, yeah, our house is getting power washed next week. It is. It seriously is. Either by me or by someone. It's getting power washed. So just keep your eyes to the left. I'm just shaking out the carpets right now. But anyway, all that to say, I love the idea of just moms supporting moms, women supporting women, people supporting people, and it's my jam. So I like I said, that this was kind of newer to me, the whole YouTube thing of me, watching moms and getting advice from other moms. And I was like, I love this. I really got into just the sharing part of it. And if I can motivate anybody, and even in the slightest way, or help anybody through hard times. I think back of when I could have really used it, and today, and today till, even though my kids are a little older now, I still need it. I still need it. So anyway, now we're on to the opposite side shelves, where I have just more kind of decor stuff, and these shelves, oh my God, yeah, they never get touched. And I always say, in my brain, like, start top to bottom. Well, I didn't listen today, and I did this last, and I literally had to clean the counter again because it was just, I'm sure you can see in this footage that it was snowing. It was snowing dust. It was just caked on to these two shelves. I really need to get up here more often. And I mean, a Swiffer wouldn't have even budged what was on these shelves. Yeah, it's just snowing dust. It was pretty bad. So not bad enough to not get it back to, back to decent looking. So I'm just wiping those down and sneezing. You can't see me right now, but I'm literally sneezing every 5 seconds, wiping these shelves. So getting those cleaned, putting everything back up there that had been up there. I had a hello wood sign up there that, I don't know if one of the kids must have slammed a door and the whole thing came tumbling down. So that's in the garbage now, but just cleaned up there. Felt really good to get that up, getting all this dust that just fell from up there off of the counter, cleaning that. And here's me putting the bug spray and the sunblock in this organizer that I bought for the back of the door, that I use for the hats and the gloves and the mittens for during the winter. And for the summer, we use it for sunblock, quick and easy access to bug spray. And I'm sure I'll be putting a ton more stuff in here. Like I mentioned, some of the kids' bathing suits might go in here just for easy access and all that. These are the cabinets. This is under my sink. I kind of got to go through those bins, but it wasn't bad enough that I did it right. I didn't need to do it right now. The laundry, this is where I keep kind of excess pool towels and the kids' pool towel pants, which we love, and all that. So now we're on to the next day. I let those carpets dry. I hung them outside to dry. Then I had brought them in because we were supposed to get some rain overnight. I don't know if it rained that night or not. But anyway, I brought them in so they would finish drying. And now I'm just laying them out. And these carpets are great. They're the ones that are supposed to catch the majority of the dirt. And they do a really good job. And so much so that we've had them for quite a few years now. And as you can see on this one, Ellie, when she was a puppy, kind of dug her way through this rug. So I definitely need to get new ones at some point. But, these carpets get destroyed. So I'm not in a rush to get anything new right now in here, especially for carpets. So we're just going to put that back right there. And they cleaned up really, really well. And I can breathe a little bit in here now. Laundry's not enjoyable ever. So if I can do it in an area that's just a little bit more cleaned and organized, I'm a slightly happier to do laundry. Not a lot, slightly. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you got some laundry room or just some cleaning in general motivation to get you going into this weekend. Hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy it. And I hope to see you back here soon. And please subscribe. It's very hard for me to ask anybody to do anything. So this is also a learning process for me as well. But if love for you to like and subscribe and hang around. Would love the company, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. Bye, guys.